is looking very dangerous now.
Yeah, somebody is going to detonate this any second. As soon as they get to the boat, they're just cruising down this hill, past the right-hand bend with the, which is now nicely dried up. No problems there. Getting round underneath the bridge. Everybody just waiting. Bubnikova's moved up from the back to about 2/3 up under the railway bridge there, and they're running in here. They could take a big run at this, but they're not going to. Somebody's going to absolutely detonate this on the front, and who is it going up the left-hand side at the moment? It looks like Amber Neighbour who is at the front. No, it isn't, sorry, it's one of the Swiss riders.
It's Priska Dotman just at the front there. She's just, see the people at the back are starting to worry now. They want to get to the front.
Yeah, they all want to get in there quickly.
See Nicole on the left-hand side there.
They're all spread out across the road. This surprises me. Nobody's really attacked it yet. They're all just looking at each other. They're sent on the front. And if they're not distancing Bubnikova at this point, then they're not doing too much. Judith Arnold on the far right-hand side. Here goes Nicole Cooke. And it's Cantale who's in the wheel. The Italian. And is that Dotman just behind? I think it is. And Nicole Cooke has decided to launch the attack from this point, but it's not super hard at the moment.
It's not as difficult as the one the lap before. You see there's a little gap forming, but Anoni Wood there on the left-hand side, she's just pedalling away. Just starting to come back very slowly.
This is going to end up in a sprint. This is going to end up in a bunch sprint because they haven't managed to shed anybody at the moment. They're still not managing to stay. This is Branley on the front with...
Nicole looks there like she's just starting to suffer a little bit. Branley looks across.
These are the three that were up there before. Branley, Voss, Cooke. Cooke knows that this is the last time she's got to make this big effort up towards the top. These are the three that went away last time, with Inoni Wood just lurking ominously behind them, and they've all got over the top now. Branley, Voss, Cooke, and Cooke is beginning to suffer, I think, exactly as you said, Emma, because of all that work she's put in. And other people are benefiting from this. Mind you, the Germans aren't being too good at the moment either.
Yeah, there's Priska Dotman and Judith aren't gone off the back. They've obviously paid for their earlier efforts now. I think at the front, that's very interesting. I mean, those three, again, they went off the front last lap and they came back.
But the two in front, Voss and Branley, looking a little bit more settled than Nicole Cooke. She's desperately wants this, Nicole Cooke. Neither of these two will want to take Cooke to the line, though. Without a shadow of a doubt, they won't want to do it.
Saying that, though, Marianne Voss, she has got good sprints on her. Not as good as Cooke, but she still does have a good sprint. Remember, she's a cyclocross world champion. She's very, very fast.
Yeah, she knows how to spin a gear, to move from next to nothing to speed very quickly. But even so, now Nicole Cooke knows she's got to keep it going, keep the rhythm going. She will not want Inoni Wood to come back to this group, or Cantale, the Italian. Beltman is in there for the Netherlands, although she's been looking as though she's been suffering a little bit. I was surprised to see Cantale initially go on the rear wheel of Nicole Cooke, because she's not really a climber. She's just been going over the top. She's more of a sprinter. I think she knew that if Cooke was going to go away, she could go with her and she might have some sort of chance.
I think that's in this group, obviously with the 12 of them left, they had to they were going to pick their favourites. They were going to, okay, I'm not much of a sprinter, but I know that if this person goes, I've got to stay with them. You know, they can smell the finish now. It's about, what, 7k from here down to the finish?
Just a little bit more, just under 10.
So they can smell the finish now. They want to just hang on. They know there's nothing else after this. They know there's no more climbs.
Still groups coming through. Amazing, isn't it? Still groups of riders coming through here at the finish line to start their final lap. Marianne Voss on the front. Nicole Branley of Switzerland second. They turn hard right at this junction. And Nicole Cooke of Great Britain in third.
I think unless the Germans get their act together, then this is going to go away. Everyone's going to look to the Germans to bring this back.
Well, the Swiss
this is exactly what Nicole wants. She wants them to stay away.
Swiss aren't going to do anything anymore, are they? And nope. The Dutch aren't going to do anything anymore. Maybe the Austrians might help out the Germans at this point, but I can't see anybody else helping. 6 or 7 kilometers to go, if that. Marianne Voss on the front, the world cyclocross champion, just ahead of Nicole Cooke, a former junior world cyclocross champion, then Nicole Branley. And Cooke still doing a vast amount of the work, although Marianne Voss has been coming to do some on the front. The woman who's not doing anything at the moment is Nicole Branley. This is going to be a real showdown now, isn't it, Emma?
Definitely. Branley probably has the worst sprint of the three there. She's definitely not, she's more of a climber than a sprinter. So she's sat on the back. I think she's going to wait to make a move. She really is hoping that nothing else comes back, and she's definitely sort of just sat there saying, no, I'm not coming through. Marianne Vos she's starting to panic a little bit. She wants this. She wants to become world champion or silver medalist or bronze medalist, whatever. She's 19 years old, so anything to her is fantastic.
Yeah, that plays into the hands for Nicole Cooke as well, doesn't it? I mean, they haven't got that much of a gap on everybody else either. Look.
They really are panicking now, and these people, the people back here in this chasing group, some of them are just sat there like an only wood. They're just sat there hoping that these three will come back so they can launch themselves. And Nicole really is, she's doing a lot of work. We've seen Nicole Branley start to come through now. She's probably looked back, seen that they're coming at them and thought, well,
that's it.
Maybe a medal's a medal.
Well, I think at the moment, unless Cooke has find somebody to work with, or Voss or Branley, it's the end of the break. Here, they're still trying, but they're going to be caught very shortly. And who is it who's done the work on the front? It must be the Germans, surely, who brought something back. We haven't seen anything of the front. It's still Cooke driving away at the front. That's it, she's easing up now. And it is
Teresa Sneff, the German there, she's obviously done the work to bring them back.
And Semp, who's now brought it all back together. Well, it was a brave attempt at a break, and it almost worked. Now.
Nail biting just then. And now everyone's starting to wonder what gear, where they're going to go. As we see Bubnikova, she's just making a last-ditch attempt. She's got to try something.
She's got to go with it. Judith Arm and Inoni Wood just covering it there. And Bubnikova just getting on those pedals and just beginning to work her way forward. Well, that'll suit everybody else, though. Just let her do it for a bit.
Definitely. But we see that it's very interesting is Nicole's chosen Inoni Wood's wheel there. She knows Inoni's a threat in the sprint. Inoni's not done very much work. She's really sat there, preserved herself, preserved her legs. Nicole's had to make all that effort. She's just been in that break. So Nicole's chosen Inoni's wheel to follow. Trixi Worrack from Germany to the right-hand side. Judith Art, she is a lead-out person for a sprint. She led out Regina Schleicher last year to win. So she's just sat there waiting for her time.
And on the far right-hand side, it looks like one of the Austrians have gone, and Cantali's gone on the left-hand side as well. Another big attack coming from the front. And it's the Germans, in fact, again. And I think that's Senf who's gone off the front. Senf, followed by
Priska Dotman.
Dotman, yeah. And I can't see the other rider because of that. It's Cantali. And Cooke right at the back now, just lurking behind the Austrian, Andrea Graus.
Nicole really now, she has to really gather herself, make sure she relaxes, recovers very quickly for the sprint. The sprint's going to be on them before they know. She knows she's done a lot of work. She knows she's taken a lot out of herself. She's really just got to get the energy back in now. There's not much time, but she needs to do it.
Bubnikova on the left-hand side, the blue outfit with the green helmet. At the front at the moment, Priska Dotman. Just behind is Andrea Senf. And then Cantali in the all-blue. Just taking a drink now of the Squadra Azzurra, the Italians. And looking back, you can see both the Dutch riders at the back, Voss and Beltman, as they go under the flyover. And somebody else taking a flyer off the front. This time it's
Nicole Branley there from Switzerland.
You can't keep them down, can you? And then Bubnikova trying to get onto the wheel of Branley.
They all want this World Championship. They all want it really badly, and they know they've got to keep trying. It's a World Championship. They want it. They've got to fling everything in there. If you're a climber, you've got no chance in the sprint. So you've just got to keep going, keep going.
Why don't we have women's racing on the television? This is women's racing. Why don't we have it on the television?
You're the commentator.
I'm not, unfortunately, the scheduler. But there we go. I mean, this is a fantastic race. I'm sorry to say, this is better than the under-23 race. It's a brilliant race.
The women are just a lot more aggressive because the distances are so much shorter. They have to be more aggressive.
Or are they just aggressive in general, women?
I think when you put a woman on a bike, she's quite aggressive. They got quite a competitive edge, but so is everybody else, so is men. And
Amber Naben, look, just going on the far right-hand side of your screen, it's Amber Naben now who's launched an attack up this little drag. And we were saying with Sean on the under-23s, would this drag play some sort of part? Because that Beltman has gone with her as well. Bubnikova over the top as well.
Definitely looks like Beltman, and she's a very strong rider.
Yeah, she's a big lass.
It's not very nice.
I meant it in the nicest way, nicest possible way.
Amber's just looking behind. Somebody else is sort of... Everyone just looks like they could just go any minute.
That's Brandy again on the far right side. Just didn't quite go, so to speak, but just came to the front. Everybody just looking at each other, wondering what on earth they're going to do. And it's slowed right down at the moment. Everybody wondering, and on the far left-hand side, one of the Germans again, giving it a dig. Amber Neben in second place at the moment.
That's Sneff again. She's just got a very small gap, and Nicole goes again. Try to close it down.
This is Teresa Senf. And Nicole Cooke on the wheel. She knows that it's too close to the finish to let somebody as strong as Senf get away. And one of the other Germans has latched onto the back as well. I think it might be Trixi Worrack. I'm not at all sure. Look for the blue helmet with Trixi Worrack. Still ploughing through at the back here. And Gauss at the back, Cantali at the back as well. Bubnikova on the far right-hand side. Beltman just in front of Cantali, but Marianne Vos on the left-hand side. Now, Vos could spring something here. As you say, Emma, she's positioned not too far back. They haven't dropped her yet, and she could certainly go for it quickly. 13 riders in the break. There we go.
There goes.
That looks like Beltman. And Beltman has gone for a long one with Cantali on the wheel. Well, Cantali's the better of the two sprinters. And as I said just now, probably not the most delicately, but Beltman is a very strong, big rider, physically big.
Got one kilometre left.
Yeah, Bubnikova going through now, then Judith Arndt, then Trixi Worrack. About 6 or 7 back now is Nicole Cooke. You can see Marianne Vos in the blue and white helmet. They're coming underneath the tunnel. Has anybody sprung something here? No, it's Bubnikova. On the front now, Judith Arndt second, Cantali third, then you've got Trixi Worrack fourth, then Beltman. Far right-hand side is Marianne Vos. Where is Nicole Cooke? Is she sandwiched in there? She's having a yell. She's having a bit of a go at Priska Dotman. Dotman just shutting it down a little bit, and she's not happy. And getting into a good line now. It's all line across the road. Who's going to lead it out first? They're all looking at each other. This is going to be a spectacular finish. Ione Wood is in a wonderful position. She's got herself behind Judith Arndt by the look of it. There's Arndt leading out now. Here comes Ione Wood, and she's got Nicole Cooke on a wheel. Nicole got the far left, and there goes the big Dutch girl, Marianne Vos in the middle. It's going to be Vos first, Worrack second, and I think it was actually Cantali who came in third. It's so close between her and Nicole Cooke. Marianne Vos, world cyclocross champion, 19 years of age. That was a spectacular win, and Emma, you said she could spring something, and by God, she sprang something.
I just remember last year I was in a break with her, and she attacked the break we were in for the win with about 500 metres to go, and she came up on the wrong side of the road so fast no one ever saw it, and I really thought that if it came down to a sprint she could actually spring something, and she did. From like 300 metres out she just went for it, and we were so focused on the other side of the road at Nicole and Ione Wood, we didn't see her go.
That was a brilliant finish. Nicole Cooke just shading Naomi Cantali. Bronze for Nicole Cooke, having done all that work. Trixi Worrack with the silver medal, but Marianne Vos, 19 years of age, already a cyclocross champion, adds the World Road Championship. Here we go, let's look at it overhead. And just talk us through this one, Emma. Look.
Marianne Vos there, she's seen that finish line and she's just gone on the left. She hasn't got sucked into things on the right between Ione and Nicole and Trixi. She's just gone on the left. She just went, she saw her chance and she went for it. I mean, that's the sign of a true champion, you know, seeing a chance and just taking it and going for it.
I was amazed. I was in the leading group, but then, yeah, I am fast on the line, so it wasn't impossible to take the jersey. For me, it was, yeah, it wasn't easy, but the sprint was good, and yeah, to cross the line was amazing.